10 Most Important Places to Visit in Egypt. 1. Pyramids of Giza. Located at Al-Haram, Nazalt el-Semen, Al-Giza Desert, Giza Governorate, Egypt. This is one of the finest examples of ancient architectural marvels in Egypt and the last remaining of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The pyramids of Giza were built in ancient Egypt as tombs for the pharaohs, who started ruling Egypt in 3000 BC. The pharaohs considered themselves as living gods during the initial days of their empire but later changed their view and started calling themselves representatives of God on earth. Standing as a remarkable example of the kind of ancient architectural marvels the pharaohs have left behind, the pyramids of Giza are one of the finest tourist attractions in Egypt. Guarded by Sphinx and viewable from far off, the Giza's pyramids are a must-visit site in the country. In fact, archaeologists from around the world scratch their heads even today about how exactly these structures were made. Location: Al-Haram, Nazalt el-Semen, Al-Giza Desert, Giza Governorate, Egypt. 2. Valley of Kings, Luxor. Nestled on the east bank of the River Nile, Valley of Kings in Luxor is one of the finest places to visit in Egypt. It is based at a site that was once the ancient city of Thebes and boasts of its enchanting setting. The Valley of Kings is, in fact, the largest open-air museum in the world and is home to a number of rock-cut tombs of the pharaohs. Till date, there are a total of 63 ancient tombs that have been excavated at this site as archaeologists and historical explorers continue to excavate even today. Interestingly, the Valley of Kings is the place where ancient kings Tutankhamun and Amenhotep were buried. Visitors coming to catch a glimpse of their tombs can see the tomb of Tutankhamun, which is also known as the KV62. However, there is a separate entry fee for the same. As for the overall attractions, only a few tombs out of all the 63 excavated are open for the visitors to see. The best part? If you're an explorer who truly wishes to get a sight of the haunting and offbeat places in Egypt, then the Valley of Kings has to be on your travel list. 3. Islamic Cairo. Nestled in the capital and famed as one of the best places to visit in Egypt 2020, Islamic Cairo is an attraction that boasts of a number of medieval mosques, enchanting monuments, and so much more. One can find a wide range of attracting things about the walled city, if decides to venture deep into it. From impressive workshops to a number of artisan families, who have lived there for a millennium, that reside in the area, there's a lot to look forward to at the Islamic Cairo district. Talking about the main highlights, the Mosque Madrasa of Sultan Hassan is one of the finest and most visible examples of the rich Islamic heritage in the city. While offering a sight to embrace in the gorgeous capital of Egypt, Islamic Cairo presents a living picture of how ancient Cairo looked before the city's modern expansion. 4. Citadel of Saladin. One of the most ancient places to visit in Egypt and declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Citadel of Saladin presents a stunning sight of the mosques, museum, and so much more. Built by the widely famed Ayyubid ruler Saladin, the Citadel of Saladin served as a protection for cities like Cairo and Fustat from crusaders. Interestingly, Fustat was the first Egyptian capital under the Caliphate and carried huge importance at the time. As for the site, the Citadel of Saladin is covered by a number of watchtowers and houses. There are remarkable mosques and the Well of Joseph inside the citadel that add to the beauty of the place. Speaking of its main highlights, one can never afford to miss some stunning places like Sulayman, the Al-Nasir, and the Palace Museum of Al-Qahira. These are, in fact, some of the most famed tourist attractions in Cairo that are perfect for sightseeing tours. 5. Aswan. Nestled in the southern side of the country and boasting of its soothing setting, Aswan is one of the most go-to Egypt holiday destinations today. The place boasts of its enthralling views of the Nile River and sand dunes that are a true delight to the travelers coming here on their holidays. Often recognized for the amazing Elephantine Island that boasts of its mesmerizing Nubian villages at the center of the island and offers a sight you don't want to miss. Aswan is even home to some attractive archaeological sites. Featuring in the best honeymoon places in Egypt, the city offers a number of tourist attractions like the Kitchener's Island, Jazirat Aswan, Aga Khan Mausoleum, Kubbat el Hawa, and so much more. One can either head for an evening stroll at the Nubian villages, or explore the ancient sites of the place. There is a lot to look forward to at Aswan. 6. Rock Temples of Abu Simbel. Set on the western banks of the Nasser Lake and boasting of their fine rock impressions of the king and the queen. The rock temples of Abu Simbel are set in an amazing location overlooking the mesmerizing Egyptian mountains. While one temple is of Ramesses II, the other temple is of his queen, Nefertari. The beauty of the twin temples is telling because of the fact that they are carved right into the mountains. One of the most picturesque places to visit in Egypt, the rock temples of Abu Simbel present an iconic image of ancient Egypt. The rock impressions at the temples show both the king and the queen sitting on their throne. These formations overlook the mountains, which is a unique sight in itself. Interestingly, during the 60s when the water level of Lake Nasser rose, the temples were moved from their original position in order to save them from getting submerged. Since then, this is one of those ancient sites in Egypt that receive thousands of visitors every year. 7. Egyptian Museum. Boasting of its amazing Egyptian collection, which is, in fact, the largest in the world, the Egyptian Museum is a heaven for history lovers. Over the years, excavations on a mass scale have taken place in Egypt. Interestingly, all these excavations have revealed some amazing things over time that are about 1,000 years old. These things include books, old artifacts, gold, and so much more. Now, in case you're wondering where these treasures have been kept, well, the Egyptian Museum is what you're looking for. As the experts themselves put it, the pyramids in Egypt tell you half the story while the other half lies at the museums, and most notably the Egyptian Museum. With an amazing collection that comprises of precious treasures from ancient Egypt, the museum even boasts of its fine collection from the world-renowned excavation from the tomb of Tutankhamun. It is a place where one can find the rarest of things from the past of Egypt. 8. White Desert. One of the finest attractions that is, in fact, found in the Sahara Desert, the White Desert boasts of its amazingly enormous formations which are white and cream in color. These chalk formations have been shaped by wind erosion and are visible from far off and are a major point of attraction for the visitors. In fact, the whole region boasts of some scintillating sand dunes of the Great Sand Sea along with the cliffs of the Farafra Depression, making the White Desert one of the most beautiful places to visit in Egypt. What's more, there is a national park nearby that is home to the Rim and Dorcas gazelle. All this makes for a perfect setting to enjoy the never-ending splendor of Egypt. 9. Abydos. Another of those telling attractions to feature in our list of best places to visit in Egypt is Abydos, a city that is nothing short of an open-air museum that attracts visitors from a long way. Nestled 500 kilometers from Cairo, the city is home to a wide range of ancient attractions, one of which is the Umm Famed by name the Mother of Pots, the area got its name from the shards of pots that were found in huge numbers here during excavations. As history has it, these pots were littered in the area in the honor of the kings. In fact, it is the very place where the first pharaohs were buried. One can embrace the ancient surroundings of the area or explore the temples by paying a nominal fee. Abydos is, in fact, the place where the Temple of Seti I was found. The temple consists of the famous Abydos list, which is basically a hieroglyphic inscription. 10. Alexandria. Last to feature in our list of 10 best places to visit in Egypt, Alexandria is a perfect city that boasts of its different holiday experience as compared to the rest of Egypt. The city was once the outpost for the Greco-Roman empires. However, not many ancient remains are now found here. In fact, Alexandria was once home to the world's biggest library too. Today, visitors come here to find an escape from the desert terrains and dust of the country. From fine restaurants and cafes to huge skyscrapers, Alexandria has evolved as an urban city over time. One can visit the famous Pompey Pillar Square to hang out with friends, savor the offerings of the chic cafes functioning on the streets. The cuisines that are found in Alexandria are hard to find anywhere else in Egypt. These are the top 10 places to visit in Egypt.